Roman law, civil law. Next. Oops, went too far. All right. Learning objective. Explain the influence on Roman law on us today. The word is law. Write it down. Influence, again, just means how it affected us, or how it is continuing to affect us. Summary questions. They're blank. That means you got to come up with your own. Let's go to the background. Recently, we have learned about how the Romans have influenced us through their science, with their calendar, through their engineering, cement, designs, through their architecture, like the Colosseum, and through their language, which was Latin. Now let's look at Roman law and how it has influenced us today. But before we do that, there is a question. So far, what have we learned about how the Romans influenced us? It's kind of a weird question. All right, concept development. Perhaps more influential than Rome's engineering and architecture was its system of law. Roman law was enforced across much of Europe. After the empire fell apart, Roman laws continued to exist. All right, so a system of law, or as an English person would say, law. That's it. All right, let's look at academic vocabulary again. Influential, that means effect. Enforced. Oh, I like that word. Enforced just means that you have to make sure. Whoa, what happened there? Make sure people follow the law. So police, that's their job, to enforce the law. Oh, before we get to the question, these are the 12 tables. Remember, they're written down for everybody to see. These are not the actual tables, though. Question: what happened to Roman law after the empire ended? Over time, Roman law inspired a system called civil law. Civil law is a legal system based on a written code of laws, like the one created by the Romans. All right, system called civil law. Oh, just civil. Civil. And there's another one based on a written code of laws. All right, inspired. That's a great word. If you feel inspired, it means you feel like you want to do something. Question is, what is civil law? Okay, let's go to the next paragraph. Most countries in Europe today have civil law traditions. In the 1500s and 1600s, European explorers and colonists carried civil law around the world. As a result, some countries in Africa, Asia, and the Americas developed law codes as well. Today, and law around the world. Okay. Like on a delay here is weird. Okay, let's see. I don't think any of those words need explaining. So let's move on. This is a painting depicting Christopher Columbus landing in the New World, which was the Americas. He actually landed in the Bahamas, which were a chain of islands southeast of Florida, I believe. And he carried with him the idea of civil law, I suppose you can say. Of course, he enslaved the Native Americans, so he didn't really follow the law himself. How has Roman law influenced the world? Next paragraph. The idea of innocent until proven guilty, which underlies the United States criminal justice system, also came from ancient Roman ideas. Also, the purpose of written law as a way to protect individuals from one another and from the power of the state is an inherently Roman idea. During the civil rights movement in the United States, people protested to have laws that would protect all people, especially minorities, written down. All right, let's see. Also, the purpose of written law, and then during the civil rights movement. All right. So those are your words, and then we have our academic vocabulary. Underlies means like, that means like supports it, is like the foundation. I don't know what happened there. Supports is like the foundation of. Inherently a Roman idea. That just means that we inherited that idea. So we got that idea from the Romans. That's what that means. And I think that's all. Let me erase those. That's kind of weird. Here we have some protesters from the civil rights era. And I don't remember why I put that in there. I guess it's just it's just a way to show how people would practice their civil rights protected by civil law. There's Martin Luther King, of course. Ooh, this is a nice camera right here. Anyway, this is a video. Yeah, let's watch this video, and then we'll come back and finish up. All right, so now you saw the video, some pictures, and read some text along with me to answer this question. How has Roman law influenced the United States? All right, in the back of your paper now, we have skill development, and you guessed it, it's my favorite, claim and evidence. First claim is Roman law has influenced the world. You got to prove that with some evidence. The next claim is that Roman law has influenced the United States particularly. You have to come up with some evidence for that. That one's tricky because these could be the same, right? The evidence could be the same. Influence the world, influence the United States. United States is part of the world. So it follows that if you come up with evidence for this, you're coming up with evidence for this as well. So they could be the same evidence, I guess you could say. One's just more specific, right? The world is, that's in general. The United States is more specific. Okay. And then what you want to do after that? Having some technical difficulties here. Here we are. No? There we are. Summary questions. Rewrite. No, you don't have to rewrite them. Just answer them. And I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Goodbye for now.